Hello everyone, this is Jeff Mazzeo, CMO at Scitara. In this video, I want to talk about something that's maybe a little bit provocative, and that is this idea of an industry standard. And what does it mean to be an industry standard? And more importantly, I want to talk about how I believe Scitara DLX is starting to become an industry standard in the laboratory ecosystem. So just to kind of recap where we're at as far as the status of the industry, there's a growing realization that using customized point-to-point integrations for integrating your laboratory assets has enormous disadvantages. It's not scalable. It's extremely time-consuming. It's very expensive to maintain. And more importantly, as you try to take advantage of new capabilities like AI, the customized integration approach that historically has been used is just not going to allow you to do that. It's not going to allow you to take advantage of advanced capabilities like AI. And that you really need to have what we refer to as a lab digital core in place to be able to take advantage of new technologies like AI. Now, I've talked in previous videos how many customers are understanding that for them to modernize their laboratories and to be more efficient and innovative and to get more insights into their laboratory operations, they need to adopt a lab digital core, which is provided by Scitara DLX. And while it's been great to have a lot of customers adopting Scitara DLX, the new information that I want to share in this video is that we've also seen an acceleration of the number of partnerships that we have signed up with vendors in the ecosystem. Partnerships have always been essential to what Scitara does. But again, what we've seen in the last 3 to 6 months is that we've had a real acceleration of the number of partnerships that we've signed up, not only with all the instrument companies, including all the major instrument companies, but also with all the major ELN and LIMS providers for the laboratory ecosystem, as well as data and AI providers. And so one of the things about industry standards is that they don't get declared. They emerge over time, and they really begin to solidify when the ecosystem which they support begins to align behind them. And I think we're at that point right now where I'm going to state that I think Scitara DLX is going to become the industry standard for connectivity and automation in the laboratory ecosystem. I say that because not only of the success we're having with customers, but as I've said before, the fact that we really have accelerated the number of partners that we've signed up. And for a standard to become successful, it needs to have that support of the ecosystem. But the other important thing about a standard is that it needs to remove friction. And the laboratory ecosystem has been historically characterized by friction for the fact that, again, as I said before, vendors have their own data formats, their own interfaces. But by having a way to normalize all of that and to get the laboratory assets communicating with one another in a digital way, again, by taking advantage of Scitara DLX, significant friction can be removed. And again, I think we at Scitara are on the precipice of doing that with Scitara DLX. And I'm super excited by that because, that I believe long term is going to have a dramatic impact on the life science laboratory ecosystem. But I would love to hear what you think. I know this is maybe a bit provocative. Some might argue that I'm declaring victory too soon. But the signs are there between customer adoption, accelerated partner adoption, and the fact that we're removing friction so that laboratories can take advantage of advanced capabilities like AI. Once again, I'd love to hear from you. If you have any comments or questions of what I've proposed in this video, I'd love to hear it. And until my next video, thank you so much for giving me a few minutes out of your day. Love to hear from you, and I wish you a great rest of the day. Thanks.